Flow. It's the force in which people punch, kick, stamp the floor, and create a rippling effect through the ground. And it's the same reason for why your drawings suck, because you don't have flow. And then I remembered these 5 drawing practices that make your drawings feel real. The line of action is the arc or the line of energy a subject has. Every single drawing has one. Only the great ones, though, use it to its fullest extent. An example could be someone punching and the arm flows smoothly into the feet. Having a straight line of action is a horrible decision because it makes your drawing look like a Minecraft tree. Unless you want your drawing to look like a Minecraft tree.
It was at this moment he knew.
Anyway, the best way to practice your art is to find images that have crazy poses with overlapping imagery and combine that into one image and make sure you do it within 2 minutes to only practice the pose or the gesture. You see, this is called gesture drawing. I will get into this very soon. If you're drawing a character with a sword or something like that, then you can use those features to accentuate the line of action and create stronger flow. Making your time short makes your hand warmer because it's going to be doing stuff pretty fast, and at the same time it relaxes your brain and it makes you try things that it usually won't do after a while. And doing this, it's not going to worry about how good it looks or the flow. If you just keep drawing and drawing and drawing different things, it'll naturally come to you. It'll look better, it'll have better flow. Everything's going to look better. When you look at an image to draw and you're told, draw this, use this reference as your study, you would think to draw all of the lines. That is not what you want to do, because that's just making a terrible carbon copy of it. And when you try and do that, it usually won't even look like a copy of it. You need to use your brain, and not just use your brain to say, this line goes here, this line does this. Be creative. Make your line stylized and make it how you think it should look. Using your brain and your creativity will increase your imagination, because when you replicate, what happens is the image looks flat, bland, and uninteresting. You need to exaggerate and enhance the lines. Drawing the subject with the blob shapes rather than a stick man will help you identify the flow of the lines better, and it will make the gesture drawing look fuller and give a better visual flow. When an overlap occurs, you need to hover your pen over the bit you're overlapping so that you're still going through the motion of the arc, but you're only drawing where you need to. How I draw is weight. The way that you need to be thinking about this is the mass of the subject combined with gravity. When you combine them, then you have tension. When you have tension in your body, it means folding like a piece of paper. Because if you told me that people were like a stick man and were always straight upward, well, I would tell you. And you can imagine that there are lines that are telling you how it is folding and bending downward and pushing against the earth. Make a horizon line. Put 2 dots somewhere along that line, probably in the 2/3, the first and the second third, and then make the grid accordingly by doing around 10 lines that go from one dot and then facing loosely in the direction of the other dot, and then they go vroom, 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 Do the same thing on the other side, just shrink the angles between the lines to add some dynamism, or enlarge them, it doesn't matter. And you can use the lines at the bottom to be a guide for where the feet will go. Once you've done that, you can add the head probably around the top. Feet at the bottom, head at the top, body in the thing, boom, you've got your drawing. Foreshortening is a shift of perspective. Perspective on its head. Start by drawing boxes stacked on top of each other. Once you have a good grip on using 3D forms overlapping, try and do what I call the Box-stack Tendril, where you have a cube and then get into a cylinder and a sphere and maybe another cube or something. All you have to do is make big and then make it smaller, bigger, smaller, and just make it wrap around itself like a snake. Do all kind of crazy wacky stuff. Do whatever you want. This is your art. This one's quite simple. All you need to do is ask yourself, what do I want people to see first? And whatever that is, you need to either enlarge it or add more detail to that thing. So you need to add a lot more detail to what's in focus and what's important and what they'll see first. If you can master all three of those, you're great. Using all of the skills I learned today, I decided to draw Deadpool. The final result culminated into an epic drawing. Unless having 3 different light sources is like not your thing. But alas, here is the final result. And in my opinion, it's a hit. It's nowhere near the skill level I had when I did the 7-day drawing challenge, but it's close. These 5 practices are essential for growing your skill in drawing. Some more than others, but all should be practiced for the maximum results. So if you want your art to improve and be noticed by people, try your best. Never give up.